lucky, this is a very, very short lesson / course, so there's plenty of time for those. Right, so yeah, welcome everyone to your L131A1 Skill at Arms lesson / qualification shoot. The course should take probably no longer than about 10 minutes for when we actually go into the area. It is very, very quick. It's essentially a mini ACMT with a sidearm. I'm going to quickly take you through some of the specifications of the weapon to get you up to standard, so you understand what it's used for, how it might come into play on the operations. I will say, not very often that we actually end up using them. Normally when we're doing something where we need to be low profile, such as a protection job, or if, you know, things have gone really, really, really badly and you fired all your ammo because you've got shit fire rates, you might need to pull it out after that. For the most part, though, it's going to be your backup, or potentially if you're a GPMG or sharpshooter user, you might need to use it for breaching buildings in a very, very dire situation. Might be in though, we'll quickly go over the weapon, take you through some of the basic bits and bobs, and then we'll go out and actually shoot it and get it all over and done with.
Yeah.
Cool. So the L131A1 is a semi-automatic, short recoil, locked breeched, tilting barrel, self-loading pistol. It is basically a Glock 17. There is nothing different about this than your standard Glock 17 for the most part. There are a couple of little bits of bobs. We use a couple of models in the 4th. We use the RHS variant. I think that's the one that's called the Glock 17. And then there is a 3CB variant called the L131A1. You can use either, as far as I know. There are different magazines and ammunition for both of them. All of those magazines consist of 17 rounds of 9x19mm parabellum ammunition. So you'll always be having 17 round 9mm mags. This is normally a backup weapon. Nobody uses this as a primary weapon system. It's got an effective range of effectively up to 50 meters, but you can make some sniper shots if you're feeling particularly cool. Although if you are doing that, something's, like I said, gone very, very wrong. Anyone can get qualified in the weapon system. Everyone is able to wield it and use it, but it's particularly useful for GPMG, sharpshooter, gunners, people that, you know, need a backup weapon that's slightly lower caliber than your 7.62. General rules for this are all the same weapon safety rules as you have with your rifles or whatever weapon system you use. Don't point it at people. Don't shoot at friendlies. And as with all our weapon systems, the same rules as outlined by Sean in a recent post about unloading your magazines, putting the weapon or holstering the weapon, all count for the sidearm as well as your rifle. So make sure that it's unloaded and holstered if you're inside a safe area on a base, etc. Has anyone got any questions about the L131A1, or are you all happy with the basics and how it works?
Yep.
I'm not going to patronise you and take you through what a sidearm is. It is a little pistol thing that you go pew pew with. Cool. Let's do some basic admin then. If everyone wants to open up their short range radios, their PRRs, we're going to nice and easily set ourselves to block 3, channel 1. Block 3, channel 1. Don't worry about doing a radio check. We'll do one when we get out there. But just set your radios to block 3, channel 1. Once you've done that, make sure you've got your earplugs in as well. And then follow me through here. Wonderful. Right, if you all look out to your north, just down the ranges, we're going to have a quick look at what the ranges look like here. Nice and easy. These little concrete blocks outline your range. You've got 2 targets at the end of your range. At the back here, you've got a chair. And as you look down the range, you can see a number of markers. So our first marker there. Sorry, 2 seconds. Always forget to put myself on Do Not Disturb before I start, of course. First marker there, the red and white pole. That is our 25-meter marker. So this is the start of the range there with that red and white pole. You can see some little orange flags as you go down. There are 4 of those before you get to a yellow triangular flag. Each of the orange flags denotes 5 meters. So this one here is 15. Next one is 10. So sorry, the first one's 15. The next one is 10. The next one is 5. I think that'd be good.
Sounds about right.
That sounds about right. We'll figure that out when we get there. That's what the flags are used for anyway. I always forget until we actually get onto the range because they're a pain in the arse. But this is how you're going to judge your distance from the target for each of the shoots. So, for example, if I ask you to go to the 10-meter position, you'll know essentially you're working your way down the range anyway. So you just move to the next marker, but I'll be able to see that everyone's at the same place using those flags. You'll be using the chair as the shoot consists of 2 primary types of fire. The first type of fire is from a low ready position, essentially just standard. You're standing up and you're opening up on some targets as explained. The second position is from seated, so you'll have to stand, raise your weapon and engage from the seated position. So that's why your chairs are there. We'll talk you through where you need to put your chairs, etc. when we get there. And we'll make sure that everyone's able to sit down as well, because that's always a good sign for when we start the shoot off.
Yeah.
Each of the rounds, of which there are approximately 8. I say approximately. I just counted them. There are 8. There are 8 rounds for a total of 32 maximum points or maximum hits. Pass mark is 28, so it's a pretty high pass mark, but that's because it's a pretty easy shoot. As you can see, you're never going to be further than 25 meters away from the targets, and you've got plenty of time to engage, so you should be okay. Has anyone got any questions about the range or about what we're going to be doing?
No.
Wonderful. Right, I'm going to give you each a range. We're going to start at number 1, which is the one with the first chair next to it on our left there. And we're going to go all the way up to range number 7, which is just in front of the tower. There are 8 seats because there are 8 people. There's only 7 of you here. Lucky boys. So, Parry, lane number 1. Angro, lane number 2. Klein, lane number 3. Watson, lane number 4. Collins, lane number 5. Gisse, lane number 6. And Tuggins, lane number 7. Wonderful. And just to confirm you can all hear me, can everyone take a knee once you've heard this radio message? So if you'd all like to stand up for me, you can take your weapons out of your vests or out of your holsters, wherever they may be. Draw your weapon systems. If you haven't already, you are now free to load a magazine and take a few steps forward to the 25-meter marker. A little bit further back, Watson. It's the red and white one right at the end of your lane.
Watson?
A bit further.
Maybe just go into line with where everyone else is. If you look to your left and your right, just inside of the sandbags, mate. Do one more step for me, Gun. There we go, there we go. Beautiful. Right, we're now going to be in your assessed sheets. With a fresh magazine, if you haven't already, of 17 rounds, you can load. We're going to begin round number 1. Starting in the standing alert position, you're going to fire 4 rounds at the left target for a range of 25 meters. 4 rounds at the left target at a range of 25 meters. Any questions? Watch and shoot.
my gun may have jammed. What the fuck? It just didn't shoot. I have a mag in it.
Make sure it's not on safety.
Why is it the American can't shoot a handgun?
Can I fire it once?
Stand by. Right.
What the fuck?
Everybody but Gisse, you're not going to be firing. Just Gisse this time because he failed to fire his sidearm on the first round of shooting. Gisse, 25 metres, 4 rounds at the left target. Watch and shoot.
Don't miss.
We're all watching.
Everyone watch.
I tried it twice though. What?
Oh no.
There we
go.
I thought it was control. Whatever. Fuck.
Oh dear me. Right, round number 2. Remaining at a range of 25 metres in the standing alert position. You will fire 4 rounds at the left target. You will then stop, take a knee, and on appearance of the right target, you will fire 4 rounds at the right target. That is 4 rounds standing at the left target, and 4 rounds kneeling at the right target. Any questions? Watch and shoot. It's beautiful, it's beautiful. Right, you can all stand with a fresh magazine of 17 rounds. Reload. Please can you all make your way forward to the first orange flag. This is a 15 metre range, the first orange flag. Have a quick look to your left and your right, just to make sure you're in line with everyone else. And then resume aiming down range. Round number 3, a range of 15 metres. In the standing alert position, you will fire 2 rounds at the left target, followed by 2 rounds at the right target. Any questions? Watch and shoot. Everyone make your way forward to the next orange flag. That is a range of 10 metres. At a range of 10 metres, in the standing alert position, you will fire 2 rounds at the left target, followed by 2 rounds at the right target. Any questions? Watch and shoot. Everyone make your way forward to the next orange flag. This is your 5 metre range. At a range of 5 metres from the standing alert position, you will fire 2 rounds to the chest, followed by 2 rounds to the head of the left target. 2 rounds chest, 2 rounds head. Any questions? Watch and shoot.
Jesus. You get him?
I hit the thing.
Does anyone want to take a guess at where you're going next? You go forward to the next orange flag. This is your 3 metre range. You are on top of the target. Once again, you will be firing 2 rounds to the chest, followed by 2 rounds to the head, of the left target. Any questions?
This would be a very bad day.
Guys, if you miss, we're in trouble.
Oh, fuck would I miss?
Oh no.
I
Watch
only
and shoot.
miss my gun doesn't shoot. Oh, yeah.
I love how I get the pop-up to reset it.
Yeah.
Alright, gents. Make your way back to the beginning of the range. Walk yourself backwards. Don't turn around. Walk backwards down the range. Right, once you're there, if you'd like to pick up your chair. And take it to the 10-metre flag. That is the second orange flag. And then put it down there.
One further behind. How is it? Oh, one behind. Okay.
Hey, that's cheating.
No. Don't look at me.
Oh, so we're gonna sit down and shoot?
No, sit down.
Right, have a quick look to your left and right. Make sure you're in line with everyone else, roughly. If you'd like to draw your weapon and reload with a fresh magazine. Once you've done so, you can then take a seat in the chair. Right, round number 4. From the seated position, upon appearance of the target, you will stand and fire 2 rounds at the target. Once the target has gone down, you will then sit. Any questions? Or watch and shoot.
In the chair. Shit.
Okay, you're standing up and actually getting your gun out.
Yeah, I know.
Very good. This is now the final round. From the seated position, upon appearance of the target, you will stand, fire 2 rounds at the target, and then holster your weapon system. They stand, 2 rounds, holster. Any questions?
Fuck, I don't think I'll be able to do this.
Watch and shoot.
FBI, open up.
Alright, everybody but Watson, pick up your chair, make your way back down range. Watson, take a seat. We're going to do yours again because I saw what happened, so don't worry too much. Keep your weapon out when you go to sit down, mate, otherwise you are going to take for fucking ever to draw it again. There we go, some words of encouragement then for Watson. You're going to stand, fire 2 rounds at the target, and then holster your weapon system. Watch and shoot.
Don't fucking miss.
5 bucks if you miss.
Stone cold. Your way back to the end of the range, mate.
Absolute legend.
John Wick.
I want to be like him.
Oh, yeah.
ACMC score of like 65. Oh, hell yeah.
69.
Gisse, I'm going to have to contact the NRA and let them know that an American couldn't fire a handgun.
It's okay. It's like thinking that the
It's okay, look.
the same.
It's okay,
switch
I
that's on
understand.
an
You're
assault
Canadian,
rifle-
you're living in America, you think you can get away with it, but it's okay.
no. It's like thinking the same like safety switch for an assault rifle. Would
Look,
be the
it's fine.
exact Same on a pistol.
It's
and I feel
fine.
Like a fucking idiot.
It's fine. Fine.
Alright, boys. Oh, you still got like 14 rounds left. Yeah.
Right, gents, if you'd like to come and join me over by the HESCO, give out your scores, take any further questions, and yes, that is already the end of the course.
Look at it. Look at this rat in the wall.
This man brought his chair.
Lazy.
Carry the chair over
I'm
there
pretty
as well.
tired, alright? It was a pretty hard exercise.
Here now. Right, okay, gents, you'll be very, very pleased to know you've all passed. I'm going to run down scores from left to right. So, lane number 1, that was Parry, 30, Kangaroo, 32, Klein, 32, Watson, 31, Collins, 31, Gisse, 32, and Tuggins, 32. That was out of a total possible marks of 32 and a passing score of 28.
Damn.
Anyone got any questions about anything to do with the system or any of the course as it has been today?
The marksman's badge.
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid you get a little.
Ah.
You do actually get a badge now, though. It
Yay.
looks like a clip art on a little circle, but you get a badge.
Is there a grenade launcher for this?
That'd be sick. Could they even think about the barrel?
There's like a
Do we get any optics?